3 people wake up on the same morning. One has lost her job and sends out 5 applications. One wants a job but has stopped applying after months of rejection. One works a single paid hour helping in a family shop. Only the first person is clearly unemployed in New Zealand's official count. The second may sit outside the labour force. The third is employed. That is the idea to keep beside any unemployment headline. The rate does not count every person who wants more work. It answers a narrower question. How many people in the labour force have no job, are available, and are actively trying to get one? In early August 2026, economists expected New Zealand's unemployment rate to rise to about 5.5%. It would have put it near an 11-year high. The forecast sounded like a single verdict on the economy. It was really the result of several moving doors. The official number comes from the Household Labour Force Survey. Statistics New Zealand began this quarterly survey in 1985. It places working-age people into 3 broad groups: employed, unemployed, and not in the labour force. The labour force is the employed group plus the unemployed group. The unemployment rate is the unemployed group divided by that labour force. It is not the unemployed group divided by every adult in the country. That denominator matters. Imagine a town with 90 people in the labour force. 85 have work and 5 are looking. The unemployment rate is about 5.6%. Now 10 more people decide to start looking. Perhaps young people finish study. Perhaps parents become available after their children enter school. Perhaps new residents are ready to work. If the town still has only 85 employed people, there are now 15 unemployed people in a labour force of 100. The rate becomes 15%. No employed person had to lose a job for that jump to happen. More people walked through the labour force door while hiring stood still. The opposite can also happen. If discouraged job seekers stop taking active steps, they can move out of the official labour force. The unemployment rate may fall even though nobody found a job. This does not make the number dishonest. It shows why one number cannot carry the whole story. The word unemployed also has a precise meaning. A person must have had no paid job in the survey's reference week. They must be available for work. They must have actively sought work in the previous 4 weeks, or have a new job due to begin within the next 4 weeks. Looking at job advertisements alone is not treated as active seeking. Applying, contacting an employer, or taking another direct step is different. On the employed side, 1 hour of paid work in the reference week can be enough. Unpaid work in a family business may also count. Those rules allow the survey to use a clear international standard. They do not tell us whether a person's income is enough, whether the job uses their skills, or whether they received all the hours they wanted. For that wider view, New Zealand also measures underutilisation. This group includes the officially unemployed. It also includes part-time workers who want and are available for more hours, people who want work and are available but are not currently looking, and job seekers who will become available within the next month. In the March quarter of 2026, the official unemployment rate was 5.3%. About 163,000 people were unemployed. The underutilisation rate was 12.9%. About 406,000 people were underutilised. Those figures describe the same labour market. The gap between them contains reduced shifts, delayed starts, discouraged searches, and lives that do not fit neatly inside the headline. Employers feel this market from the other side of the interview table. When demand is weak, a business may keep its present workers but delay its next hire. A vacant role can attract more people. Workers have less power to demand a higher wage because another suitable applicant may be close behind. Economists call that spare capacity or slack. The Reserve Bank watches it because labor market pressure can affect wages and prices. A tight market can make firms compete for workers. A weak one can slow wage growth. But the connection is not a switch. Imported fuel can raise prices while local hiring is weak. A nurse, builder, or software worker may face a very different market from the national average. Wage growth also needs to be compared with inflation. A pay rise of 2% does not improve buying power if prices rise by 4%. This is why a high unemployment rate can reach people who still have jobs. It can affect pay talks, the ease of changing work, family decisions, government revenue, and demand in local shops. It is also why the rate normally moves after the wider economy has changed. Businesses often respond to early recovery by giving current staff more hours. They hire later. People who had stopped looking may then return to the labor force, keeping unemployment high for a while even as opportunity begins to improve. So the next time an unemployment number arrives, place 4 questions beside it. Did the number of employed people change? Did more people enter or leave the labor force? What happened to underutilization? Did wages move faster or slower than prices? Together, those questions turn a headline into a map. Think again about the 3 people at the start. One is unemployed. One may be invisible to the unemployment rate. One is employed, but perhaps for only 1 hour. The statistic did not forget the other 2. It placed them behind different doors. Understanding New Zealand's job market begins by asking which door moved.